Now it's starting to scan. Uh-oh, distance failed. Oh no. It's always something. We are almost ready to try planting beets. We got the front tank here that's gonna have our biological humic acid mix. Fred juice is what we call it. So Fred juice is gonna go in here. We got it full of water so that we can prime the system and check all the nozzles. I have the pump going right now. Let's see if our spacing's right. So this is the gearbox here. And this is what comes off the tires here. And that's what adjusts our seed spacing based on tire speed here. And then you can change gears here. It's not right. That needs to be 26. So we'll adjust that later. So let's go check all these nozzles that are running. So we've got water just coming out. Looks like every row is running good. We might be in the field sooner than we think. Heck yeah. So let's adjust this here. Maybe set the camera down. Okay, so this is our adjustment right here. We'll push this lever down, it loosens the tension on the chain, and we can move the chain. So according to the book, these sprockets, we want just barely over a 5-inch spacing. We need to be on sprocket number 29 for the driver, and sprocket number 25 for the driven. So we got to move it over one more slot. Here's our monitor setup. We got GPS here. This is running the pump on the front tank. This is the monitor for the planter. And then we got a little switch here for headlights on the front of the tank because we're covering the tractor headlights. So we got to turn on the vacuum on the planter up here. We can change our hydraulics on the screen here. I can't remember where I want it to be, but we're going to try 9% of our hydraulic flow and see if that works on the vacuum. You can see some dust coming out of there. You can hear it running. Maybe you guys can't, but I can hear it. It just sounds like a light little fan. So we're going to keep running water through. Turn that vacuum on. Let's see, I'm going to lower this down so we can empty out the vacuum tubes. Make sure all the dust and dirt's cleared out. So if I open up this end cap here, it should blow all the dust out, or suck all the dust out. There we go. Looks good. It'll get full of dust as we start planting anyways, but I don't know if it really actually helps. I just like to do it because I feel like it would help keep the vacuum lines clean. All right, I think we're almost ready to roll. about 100 acres. We're planting some Cess Vanderhaaf seed. The variety is SV036N. Hopefully it does well. There's the beet seed. Just teeny tiny. And the seed's actually smaller than that because the seed is coated with some stuff that'll help with nematodes and other disease. Well, we got the planter all filled up with insecticide and with seed. So we're going to drive down to the field, and that's where the biological and humic acid is that we're going to put the rough road. We're going to put in the front tank. We'll fill up the front tank. We're going to have to stir it. It's in a trailer. It's been sitting for a couple days. It's kind of thick, so we're going to stir it for a little bit, and then we'll fill up the front tank. And then I think we're ready to roll. We're going to finally put the planter in the dirt and see what happens. This is the Fred juice. We're going to, let's see here. Going to turn on the pump, stir it up a bit, see if we can get this, this not chemical, but yeah, get this all agitated, mixed up. Make sure I'm doing the right lines here. Oh, so look at that. A double filter. Extra filtration. What a deal. Hey, if we can get it on. Great. So we'll let this sit and agitate for a little bit. Make sure we get it all cleaned up. Then we'll start filling that front tank. It would appear that this is going to continue to be a problem. Got filters on the pump, and then there's filters underneath this tank, which that's a little bit, there we go, that'll be better. Got hose, I think, kinked. And then there's filters on every individual line. A lot of filters. All right, Fred juice is loaded. Beet seed is loaded. Insecticide's loaded. Everything's loaded. Let's go plant. I don't know if you can see this or not. There's a tractor coming down the road. I'm not sure what he's pulling. Maybe a grain drill and a roller harrow. Maybe. And then just a little bit ago, I don't know if you saw that when I was filling the tank, but there was a tractor that pulled in the field right next to me while I was filling that. It is springtime in southern Idaho. I love it. He's gonna pull off the field, or off the road, and I'm pulling into the field. Thank you. Didn't need to do that though. Good neighbor. It's nice to have good neighbors around the farm. Alright, we're going to drive through the field, try to get the GPS loaded up here. See what, make sure we have the right AB lines. Ooh, low on space. Do I want to continue? Yes. Switch beet planter. Where are we at? John Deere beet planter. That's gonna get all my, yeah, I get it. Get all my parameters right. So we are planting at 24 feet wide. We're planting this field. Event is plant. Okay. Allow auto steer. And then plant north south. Let's switch A-B lines. We want to do plant east west. Where is my plant east west? Straight. East west. That should be correct. Alright. We'll turn on the planter monitor. It's probably going to start yelling at me already. Yep, everything's failed. And then down here on the armrest, we're going to do auto 4-wheel drive. And I get it, like we're just pulling a 12-row planter, we don't need 4-wheel drive, right? But it helps to keep the tractor, planter, and everything straight in our experience. And then we are going to go to the auto RPM, 1450 RPM, because we don't need a lot of RPM. I think we might turn that down. We'll see where we end up on speed. So, our AB line set up. See if it works. Oh yeah, it's gonna work. Alright, well, I think we have everything set. We have our vacuum set on that gauge right there. Right there, that big one. Yeah, right there. That one tells us our vacuum pressure, how much suction it has on the seed plate. So the way the vacuum planter works is there's a disc that is vertical disc, and it's spinning around and it's got little holes in it. And in each one of those holes, the vacuum is sucking a sugar beet seed to it, and as it goes around, there's a seal inside that breaks the vacuum. When it comes past the seal, it breaks the vacuum, meaning the vacuum's done and there's no more suction, and then the seed falls down the seed tube and into the seed trench. So that's our gauge to tell us how much suction we have, and it's gauged in inches of water. I don't understand that terminology, but that's how it works. And so for sugar beet seeds, we run about roughly 3 to 4 inches of water. It's not very much vacuum pressure. In corn seed, because the seeds are bigger, we run closer to 5. Now it's starting to scan. Uh-oh, distance failed. Oh no. It's always something. Let's see if the GPS is sending speed. No speed. Okay. Well, that was a pain. I couldn't get the GPS to talk to here to figure out the speed, and anyways, there's settings in the GPS that are in weird places, and I don't know why it didn't work, but it's working now, finally, after about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. So we've gone a little ways. We're gonna come out here, we're gonna dig into the seed trench and see if we're going deep enough. So far, I don't think we are. Just got our little beet knife here. Gonna pull the dirt away. Hold on there, Graco. That is...
pink what?
I don't... Yeah, that's not going to be deep enough. I think that one's got to go a little deeper. But that one has different gauge wheel arms, so we'll figure out what happens there. So let's check our spacing. Grayson, please don't do that. So one seed right there. Now the way we're going, we should be 5 inches. So if we look on this little thing, we should have another seed right there. just shy of 5 inches. It's about perfect. So we should have another one over here. Oh, knocked it out. It was roughly right there. It's just a hair long for 5 inches. We're close. So, to adjust our depth, this one for sure needs to go deeper. And I think it has to do, honestly, with the gauge wheel arms. So we're gonna go quite a bit deeper on that one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, and 6. Yeah, we'll stick with that. And then this other one's we're just gonna drop the right side. So this just adjusts a block that catches the gauge wheel arms. And stops them. So each notch, I believe, is a 1/4 inch. A 1/4 inch is about all we need. But we'll come back and adjust shanks. But on these, so this one, we have a different style gauge wheel arm here. This is the Norseman gauge wheel arms, and they're really nice. I mean, they look really good. This is our first time ever using them. There's sealed bearings on here. So instead of having the screw style, the John Deere styles, they wobble a lot. In theory, the sealed bearings should hold a lot steadier and be a little more accurate and move a little more freely. So, but they are thicker. And so I think we have to adjust our gauge wheel arm, or our gauge wheel, our depth control here, accordingly to the gauge wheel arm, which is new and different, and it will be different than the rest of the planter. So anyways, we're going to dig in that and see what happens. Let's stop and talk to him, see what he's got to say, see what he thinks about the settings. I kind of think that we maybe went just a hair too deep. We might have to shallow that up 1 notch on all of them except for the Norseman arms. Got the old Sean, Matt Payton, Advantage Agronomy. What's your phone number so they can call you?
Oh, for Christ's sake. Bingo. Right there it is. Yeah, that's pretty darn full.
What's spacing? Should be 5. I think we're pretty good. I took it. Everything was going so good. I just noticed that inside tire is flat. You gotta love the first day of planting. It's always something. But as far as the planter goes, checked the rows. Everything seemed to be going good. Checking the monitor. 5.2 inches on our spacing. That's looking good. GPS is holding good. The Fred juice up in the front, it's going good. It's beautiful outside. The wind calmed down. Just a slight breeze. A little bit cloudy. I don't think we're gonna get any storm, even though it looks dark out there. It looks dark like we're gonna get a storm. We're not getting a storm. Knock on wood. Not until after we plant all the beets. Then it can rain, and that would be just perfect. And we don't have to irrigate these beets up, because it is just probably right on the edge of being too dry. There's good moisture, but there's places that are going to be too dry. So, anywho, it's all going pretty good. So, I'm going to keep on planting. We are running at 3.7 to 3.8 miles per hour. And that comes out to, because we're doing 12 rows at a time, let's see what it does. That's 9.9 acres per hour. So it's not super fast, but fast enough. It's good enough for us. Like I said, it'll take us about 3 to 4, well, 4, maybe 5 days at the most, but about that 4-day range. Won't be too bad. We'll get these all planted, and then we'll move on to planting potatoes. But we gotta say, planting beets is probably my favorite thing to do in a tractor on the farm, because it's slow, it's easy, there's enough things to watch to keep you awake, but like the fields are like super smooth. Yeah, it's a pretty good deal. So we got an air compressor coming, a portable compressor. He should be here any minute. We're going to try to fill up the tire. Hopefully the bead is still on and it didn't break, and we can fill up that tire and then just keep on going. But I'm afraid it may have broken. We might have to call the tire store, have them come out with the service truck and see what they can do. But yeah, all's going well. Oh, and if you wanted to know, here's a little tidbit of knowledge. Our population, so population in a field, seed population, that is the amount of seed that you are putting on per acre. We are putting on roughly 48 to 52, 50, let's just call it even 50,000 seeds per acre. So that's 50,000 sugar beet seeds across the size of a football field. It's kind of wild. So, anyways, the more you know. It's a handy little trailer. Okay. Well, I'm glad that worked. I'm glad the tire wasn't off the bead, so we're able to get back at it. Quick little pit stop. Just like NASCAR. We've been going for a couple hours, and a little bit ago I noticed there was something wrong with row number 11. It's like we're grinding the seed on the outside, like it's falling through the outside where it shouldn't be. Let's see if I can get you guys to see this. Yeah, right there. You see that pink seed falling out? It shouldn't be falling like that. So we got to take that off and see if we can figure out what's going on. It's always something. It's a beautiful evening. So the insecticide boxes. Uh-oh. Is that a raindrop? It's raindrops. Oh no. Don't rain on us. All right. Back to what I was saying. The insecticide boxes make this way more difficult than I feel like it should be. So we gotta tip this box sideways. So we gotta take this cover off here. Gotta figure out, why are we grinding seeds? What is going on? Okay, everything looks good there. So confused. Should not be doing this. Another raindrop. I felt it. I felt it on the back of my neck. Like, let's see if that helps. But what? What the heck? Why are we doing this? Is the plate warped? Could it be warped? Facing the right direction. Spins nice. I'm sure some of you probably know planters way better than me. You're probably telling me what you think I ought to be doing. But guess what? This is a one-way street here, and I can't hear you talking to me. So you can put it down in the comments. Tell me what's wrong. That ain't gonna help me. Because by the time this gets posted and I see it, we're gonna be moving on to the next project. I hope that works. Look at that. All that like pink dust. I am baffled. Well, anyways, we're gonna keep going tonight. Probably, well, it's not gonna really rain. There was raindrops out there, but like, there's just, it's not gonna be enough to stop us. Keep on going. We have got 40 acres done so far. Been out here for just a few hours. Aside from whatever's going on, I mean, the row is still planting well. We're just kind of grinding seed every now and again. But yeah, aside from that, everything's been going really good. So we're just gonna keep on trucking. Hopefully we don't get too much of a storm. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. I will answer them in the comments. Like I said, we'll probably be done planting beets by the time you get this video. So I'll try to make another one. I don't know. Follow my Instagram, follow my Facebook. I do more smaller, faster clips there. Post questions on there. Those are good. Anyways, yeah. Like, subscribe, do all those things all the other YouTubers tell you to do. Have a great night. And check out this guy. Oh, come on, Windows. See through it. Anyways, there's that bright light over there. Yeah, that one over there. He lost the light game. Why are his lights already on? I mean, that's okay. That's his prerogative, but it's plenty bright out here. We don't need to be losing the light game already. All right. I got a phone call. Goodbye.